Greetings and welcome to Rise. Ngibingelela ama-host wami amahle. Namhlanje sikhuluma ngokubaluleka kwemali nokusebenzisa imali ngendlela efanele. Akulula ukwazi ukusebenzisa imali. Sibaningi abafunda ngokwenza amaphutha. Ngaphambi kokuthi sixoxe ngale ndaba, asizweni uDudu Mnareng ngendaba yakhe yokufunda ngemali kanzima.
NgesiZulu ke bathi imali impande yesona because there are some things yokumele uzenze ukuze uthole imali and ugcina uend up uhetha abantu ngenxa yemali. I think it was 2014 where lapho khona ekhaya ke bathi kungiduba kancane ngoba ngangikhulela ingane yesithupha. So ngalokho ilapho engaqala khona ngaba nenkinga. Imali yegrant wasn't enough. Then ngahamba ngakomunye ubhuti wasestradini omashonisa. Obvious umashonisa ngithe ngizomkhokha makuphela inyanga. But makuphela inyanga sekuqhamuka ezinye izidingo like umntana useyagula sekumele ngihambe ngiye ku doctor noma ngiye clinic. So mina naye savumelana ukukhokhana nga half. Then the next month ngiyeza la estoro emoli. I lied estoro ngathi ngithola imali e-maintenance kanti ngiqamba manje ngifuna ukuyitholela icathulo. So ngayivula account ngathatha ama payout 3. Ukuyivula account ngayikhokhi kungilimazile. Ngisaba ukuthi if ngenze i-interview but mabe phantsi igama lami ku computer bathi ukuthi khona lesikelethi lesenginaso then azangize ngikhokhe ngisho ukuthi akathembekalanga. Uthola ukuthi umsebenzi nguluze just like that mistake engayenza years ago. This year ngifuna ukuvula ikhadi, ngifuna ukubekela ingane zami imali. Bengafuna umntana wami akhule ngalendlela mina engikhule ngayo. Especially umntana wentombazane akukho good ukuthi abe sekudeni kwamama umama aqhelelane naye. So lama mistakes mina engiwenzile angifuna abantwana bami bawenze. So ngifuna nje ukuba there for bona. Ngamabuza nje kwezemali ngifundiswa usisi wami the way spenda ngakhona imali, the way yenzela ingane zakhe ngakhona. So I think ebene budget ayisebenzisayo through yena ukuthi izinto zakhe zibe right. So isifundo engisifundile ukuthi ngaso sonke isikhathi mawunemali yenza ibudget yakho raised based to imali le oyiholayo noma oyitholayo. Ungayisebenzisa imali ngeyidinga engekho because uzo end up uthatha ama loans indle yakho sebeyithatha usungesenamali.
Money. Yeah. So niqale nini ukufunda ngemali nevalue yayo?
Maybe about 9, ne? Haneke tutaka chelete. Before that, it's your child. Hokopa something, your parents either say yes or no. It's not about money. But when my parents got divorced, things got really tough. And so there was a lot of stress, a lot of anger, a lot of very negative emotions. And then every time ukabal chelete, that's when retabang katlung. And so I noticed throughout, hanse ke hola, mutatlang ka chelete ko hai, bam thavela, bam hlompa, ha khathaletse moholo mnyane, hasna chelete, record and that's when I started realizing, whoa, this thing is actually really important.
Kodwa masikhuluma ngevalue yemali, kahle kahle sichaza ukuthini? Are we speaking about its actual value or the emotional parts?
I think it's both, because both of them are actually very important.
Okay. Mine is emotional, guys.
I agree with that, but I also think it's the way sibheka ngakhona. Mina ngifunde ngemali like little by little. It wasn't a fast thing, yabo. Umama wami mangclean endlini, ngenza izinto ezincane, benginika imali pocket money, yabo. Bese mangikhula wangithathela ne bank card, yabo. So ngisave imali, angifakela kuyo, athi kimi okay manje uzozinakela imali yakho mina angisazingeni lapho. So it was very slow process, but ngicabanga ukuthi le nto ingisizile kakhulu.
So what is your guys' actual relationship with money though?
My relationship with money ngicabanga ukuthi i-right manje ngoba ngiyabudgeta ngiyazi ukuthi ngifonani muplana nje. If you plan ahead and wenza ama plan ukuthi okay ngifuna ukuthola lento nalento, then you have enough when you get to a point ukuthi hayi sengikholile ngikwazi ukubhadala ama bills ami sengizoba right.
I'm not treasurer. Listen here, I want to get money and I want a lot of it. Even when I'm at the top, I still want more money. I don't think you can ever have enough of money. It's just not a thing.
Emalini ngemina angazi ngayithanda imali. Angifuqamba manje. But ukuthola kwami umntwana, okay, I'm like ngiyadinga nami imali. Obviously I need to feed my baby, I need to educate my baby. Like I want what's best for her. ukuze naye azokwazi ukuba ne-access to into ezinhle ezokwazi ukubuilda i-future yakhe.
And that's why, as Minatoli, I believe ukuthi imali is a means to its end. It's amandla. Money is literally power.
But how is money power, guys?
Yeah.
Well, let me take you back to when it finally dawned on me ukuthi money is power. Ngangifunde enyuvesi and ngiyakhumbula ukuthi ngangenayo imali yokuthi ngikwazi ukufunda ngendlela. So as soon as I stepped into that NSFAS line, it was way too long. And begcwala abantu bamnyama kuphela kulo line loyo, and that's when I realized ukuthi money gives you access to education, it gives you access to land, it gives you access to health, and zonke lezo zinto lezo ekhona. I mean, izinto esidinga empilweni, indlela yokuphila.
Hi, this topic is hot, guys. But so before Sibuze audience here from Rise, Uguti, to answer a question, and the question was, does debt get you into trouble or does it help you? And the answer was, it gets you into trouble because your monthly allowance is always compromised, which is so true. And also, it's attractive and tempting, and you pay a lot of interest.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody ever talks about that when they're giving you those cards, hey?
Nobody.
So when we come back, we'll hear from author and financial coach Vangile Makwakwa about achieving financial success. Stay tuned.
Student loans, kanye credit cards, before long, being $60,000 in debt, and being 28 at that time, kabanga.
Really, amohela hape. Busung baka jeno meet wa rona ke Vangile Makwakwa, eleng mongodi le financial coach. I was Vangile, you have a very interesting story. We taught the MBA, and then kamra mo we taught the skoloto. Ho etsaetse jwang?
Sure. Okay, nang qati MBA yam ne bengifuna ukstart business. So nang start business yam ngayistarta ngama credit card because benginganamali ukuthi ngistarte mina self. So ngastarta ngama credit card imali engakanani. Before long bengi $60,000 in debt and bengi 28 at that time. Kabanga. I had a lot of fear ne because benginale this fear yokuthi kumele ngenze yonke into manje, otherwise abantu bazothi awusi successful une MBA une financial degree from UCT, so bengifuna ukuplease abantu a lot of the time, and lokho kwangifake ikweletini.
What do you think are some of the things that need to change in our thinking in order to avoid debt?
I think that the best way engaphendula lo mbuzo lo is just to give everybody example ye cousin yam unomntwana but bekangasebenzi at that time, aphila just nge grant money and begane nursing degree. So ngamhlalisa phansi ngathi, you know what, it's not about how much you earn, it's about what you do with what you earn. So naslala phansi saqala ukwenza ibudget yokuthi, you know what, noma une 1.5 leyo mali encane 200 ingangena ku investment policy for umntwana for education, uqala ngento encane noma kanjani yabona. And before long manje she's a psychiatric nurse, so manje she can save a lot more for umntwana because uhola salary at decent as a nurse and yoqhubeka ngemfundo yakhe manje.
So go to work up patience, go to work up budgeting. How would you define then a healthy relationship with money?
So I think a healthy relationship with money is a relationship where you understand Gucci. It's not about how much you earn, it's about what you do with what you earn. So I always say to Aban to set aside 30 minutes a week, not even a lot of time. And kuleyo 30 minutes uyazibuza ukuthi ngifunani empilweni yami, ngifuna ukuyaphi in the next 5 years, and then what are some of the behaviors as limitayo as umuntu, and then you just write those things down. And on top of that, then you look ukuthi okay ngithi ngifuna ukuya la in 5 years, but manje ngila, what am I doing ngemali yami ukuze ukuthi ngikhona ukufika la in 5 years? So if ungazibuza leyo mbuzo and put it into your budget.
Like I really need it, but I cannot chelete and I can get it on credit.
So most of us we confuse a want and a need, but really you should ask yourself, do you really need something? Because in need into ongakhona ukuphila ngayo. So it's like oxygen, ukudla, amanzi. Impahla, if una one outfit, you don't need another, trust me. And I know really? But yo, this is low. No, seriously, outdoing impahla, you know, just learn to be creative. Ama wants are things like fancy cars, fancy house, sfuna things that are way out of our reach. So if you really feel Guti, you need something but you can't afford it, and it's not education and it's not a house, then my suggestion is hambo tolum sevens, hustle. Kala something, start your own business, do something, but make sure, Guti, these ones don't put you out of budget, because most of us see are out of budget because of our wants, not our needs.
Our studio audience also had questions they wanted to ask you. The first one, Ere, is there a way to not take loans or credit when your salary or pocket money is not enough?
If your salary or pocket money is not enough, try to find a way to make your money stretch further. So get a part-time job. So Antoine is a teacher and she has 3 kids and then una grandchildren, and we are a supporter part-time. So to make her money stretch further, wakaluk tunga impahla for abantu, and beganga charge imali utunga nge 50 rand kabang, but she has lots of nights where she is just doing nothing after school, uyatunga. And from there she's been able to get debt free, agana ma bond, agana ikwelete. Actually that's her entire thing manje. Nangimtshela ukuthi ngicela ukuthi ungaspendi imali kuloko. Ngoba nginasikwelete ke.
Yeah. But Sababedi, how do you create a balance between saving money and rewarding yourself?
Can I be honest and say even I battle with that one? So the way I found creating a balance is, right, I have my budget, and in my budget I started incorporating what I call a fun account, you know. So just in the budget itself, I look and I say, if I can take 10% of whatever all my earnings are and just take it to give myself that fun, ngizoba satisfied. So you create a fun account for yourself, and Leo Mali, you can spend however you want in peace, without frustration and without guilt. So that's really helped me with saving.
That's gonna help me, guilt-free spending.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I put my money in a bank account, get total interest immediately.
No,
okay.
It doesn't work like that. So Nabati 6% interest per annum. They really mean 6% per annum. Kumele le mali ihlale 12 months kuze ukuthi uyithole leyo 6%. So kumele uzibambe.
Thank you so much for coming and for joining us.
Okay.
Hare khutla papatsong, we explore our toolbox le Mamlebo. Oske wa ya kae kapa kae.
Welcome back. Ngaphambi kwekhefu sibuze ukuthi which year was the rand first introduced as a South African currency? Impendulo yombuzo wethu is B, 1961. It's time to hang out with our Rise Young Woman and Sisleb. Sisleb unjani? Siyaphila kakhulu. We have a few of the ladies in our audience who have got questions for you today, so let's get right to it. Ubano nombuzo kahle kahle. All right.
Okay, my question is that what tips can you give to teenagers for a budget, because like we get temptations go school and lunch and stuff, so what tips can you give us?
Okay, I think anybody can save from any age, ne? But what is important so that budget is to have a goal. Okay, so let's say you know that the only time you have money, because how say it's when you go to school, feel pocket money. So what is the goal? What is it that you want to achieve? So let's say, for an example, there's a nice pair of sneakers that you know, or take a lot of order. That must be the goal that you have. And how much can I realistically put away? We also don't want you to starve just because you are saving for that thing. So your budget must include your working every day. And of course, we are all tempted. It's also good to reward yourself in between. Ne? So for an example, you tell yourself, okay, Monday to Thursday, I'm not going to eat what other kids are eating, or I'm not going to do this, I'm going to do this. But ka Friday, it's my day, you know? Ka Friday, so you tell yourself, okay, for 4 days I'm gonna sacrifice, but ka Friday, this is what I'm going to do to make sure that I also reward myself for good behavior ya Thursday. Money is all about discipline. It's not easy, but you can set yourself realistic goals, but in that also reward yourself.
My question is it appropriate for teenagers to have sugar daddies, to have to depend on them on going to school? And what can RISE do to help them?
I think unfortunately nowadays, young women would rather resort into having somebody older because ubafachelet. One of the things that we can do when we arise is to ask ourselves, firstly, who amongst ourselves has that problem? And then what can we do? Sometimes the person does not even know what other options are there. Even at school, when they are not even aware that this particular child, they are not able to afford school fees. Sometimes Manikuluma Eskolweni, you could also decide as a group to have a fundraiser to help other young kids or your own members or even other members in the school to afford school fees. I'll give you an example. There is a club where they found out that some of their club members abana bazali ne uthola ukuthi umuntu na 16 and maybe bahlala bodwa or they are staying with a brother who's unemployed. You won't believe what this RISE Club did. They went to a local shop close by. They are saying just by wearing the RISE t-shirt they were able to say we are from RISE and we would like you to help us. A lot of shops, for an example, will have vegetables that mhlawumbe when they are getting fresher ones, they will give away. They will have bread that they could give away. So because the young person spoke within a club, and they were also free to speak, so they were not afraid that other young people are going to judge them. The club as a collective found a solution, rather than this young girl going to a sugar daddy or being ashamed of saying Tina Nasi Simo Setu. So we hope that as a club, Nina, you are going to create a space where other young people can come and say, you know what, for me this is my situation, for me that is my situation. And sometimes when they are in a situation, they are not even able to think about, where's my solution going to come? But when a problem is shared, it becomes lighter, because then you guys can come up with a solution, of maybe having a fundraiser. In this club right now, they are able to, every week, they must give the child-headed households, abantwana who don't have parents ekhaya, some groceries to go home. It also encourages labo bantwana to realize ukuthi they belong somewhere. You can have fundraisers. We've had even in our other program that we had in primary schools, Yes Old Buddies, where the kids would basically do a car wash, they would do something else. You could sell some things in the school just to learn to support each other and support those that perhaps may have a need.
Ukhona munye nombuzo?
Mina umbuzo wami ukuthi uma une golden earnings ngakwazi ukuvalela amathuba nawo ukuthola umsebenzi.
That's a very important question. I think we don't understand, especially when we are young, just what are the effects of not handling imali kahle, ne? So the answer to your question is unfortunately yes, zingakuvalela amathuba. Every shop you go into, mawufika uthi ngifuna ukuvula i-account noma kuse kuphi or kuphi noma i-account yakho engaba ncane, they always have reports yokuthi uyakhokha. If uyakhokha, are you paying late? If uyakhokha, are you paying the right amount? That information is like your history, ne? And there are some employers who look at that history to basically say, how does this person handle money? And unfortunately, sometimes it becomes unfair because maybe you have not been able to pay a student loan. Maybe you struggled for 4 years before you found a job. But when it is in your control, ne, make sure ukuti, even if it's your first job, learn how to use your money and live within your means, because that information ingakuvhalela ukuthi uthole umsebenzi. Okay.
Sis Lebo, do you have any closing reflections about the episode?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very important to know that, like anything else, we've got to learn about money, And unfortunately, I don't think this is something that we learn in our homes. It is something, or neither is it something that we learn from school, But imali ifana na yonke into, You need to learn to understand that. I think khona manje sekunele culture yokuthi I want it and I want it now. Okay?
And
sometimes even lento yama sugar daddy, it's not about, it's a matter of life and death. It's a matter of, can I have the latest this? Le culture ye to your Instagram. I must be seen at these places, I must be seen wearing these things, I must be seen in this particular way. Iyasibulala, because so many of us want this money and want to spend it now. And there is nobody who has gotten any amount of wealth by being reckless about money. So it is also about learning about money. But I also think that it's so important for women in general of all ages to learn the vital lessons about money. There is nothing as powerful as a woman who's got their own money, who has worked hard for their own money, and who knows how to control their own money. Beauty will fade. Yonke into noma bayakuthanda abafana bonke namashuga daddy wonke ayakuthanda, they worship at your feet. Izophela yonke leyo nto. You need to be able to earn your own money, and you need to be able to know how to control your own money. There is no power other than that, particularly for women.
Siyabonga. Ladies, money matters. All right, so it's been a really informative episode, and I started out by saying, you know, you need money to have power and access into places, which I don't necessarily discount much. But I think that another thing that I've learned from today is that personal financial management needs to be instilled right from the get-go. Kumele ukwazi ukusebenzisa imali yakho ukuze ukwazi ukuphila, and it doesn't matter how much you earn. Kodwa mawukwazi ukusebenzisa imali yakho, you can get the things ofuna ukuzenza and have access into things that you may have not had access into it before.
Agreed. I think my biggest takeaway from today was we need to really differentiate between want and need. We don't need those new pair of shoes.
Really?
We don't need layer hairstyle, layer weave, yeah, Brazilian, that costs way too much. But we need other things that are more important, you know. We need to go to school, we need to have food on the table. Those are the things that are important. So that for me was really striking.
It's not about holy mali. It's about uyisebenzisa kanjani leyo mali.
Exactly.
You know, simple as that. Uyisebenzisa kanjani.
Ano ngiyavumelana nani kakhulu. Sithokoze kakhulu ukuba nani babukeli bethu ekhaya. To our audience, Sis Lebo, Rise Clubs, and my co-host, thank you. Ake sihlangane futhi next week for yet another episode of Rise. Now be part of the conversation on our Rise Talk Show Facebook page and Mixed Reach.
Woof, woof.